Hi guys, my name is Mrs. Hayes. I am a junior high math teacher and I am today going over combining like terms. Now this is something you are going to see in a lot of your math journey. So this is super duper important. Now, I'm going to write 3a plus 5a. This is a math problem we just did with my students actually. 3a plus 5a. We're just going to add them together. They're what we call similar terms because they both have an a that's not squared, not cubed, nothing, just a. So 3a plus 5a is going to equal 8a. Simple, right? Now what if we were given 3a plus 5a plus 6? 6 does not have an a, so this is what I do personally. I'm going to circle my a's and underline my 6. That way I know what gets grouped together. It's like when you're looking at a silverware drawer. You put the forks with the forks and the spoons with the spoons and the knives with the knives. Same thing here. I put the a's with the a's and the integers with the integers. Simple. But I'm a little biased, so. What is 3a plus 5a? Please make sure you circle the sign right here because what happens is that we need to know if you're adding or subtracting it. So 3a plus 5a, well, that's 8a. 6 was not circled, so 6 is just going to be by himself and written as 6. Excellent. Now what if we did 3a plus 5a plus 6 plus 2? Alright, this is a little bit of a longer math problem, but let's do it. I'm going to circle my a's. You could put triangles or boxes or whatever you want around them. You do top hats, you can underline them, give them shoes. I just like the circling and then I underline. Depends how much room you have in your book, okay? So, 3a plus 5a, which is going to be 8a. 6 plus 2 is going to be 8. So that's going to give me 8a plus 8. But what if we knew that a equals 2? What if we're told? This is something called substitution, or I like to say plug and chug. Substitution is where you know the value for a variable. Now, it is not wrong. Let me just speak this. For a student, what I usually tell them is combine the like terms first and then plug and chug. It is not wrong if you do it first and you go 3 times 2 plus 5a times 2. That is fine. You can do that. But when you're first learning how to do this, I would vehemently discourage this. Because what happens is that there's more room for mistakes because you have more numbers listed. And you have to make sure you read the instructions because they may not always provide you that a equals 2. So if you're just going ahead and jumping in and being like, oh, I know what to do. No, you don't. Read the instructions. If it does not give you a numerical value for the variables, combine like terms first. This should always be your first step so that you avoid mistakes. Now, I'm going to erase that. So, actually, let me change my color. No, there we go. So I have 8a, and I'm told a equals 2. So it's 8 times 2, that's 16. All right, what about this one where I was given 8a plus 6? Well, I'm told that a equals 2. So now I'm going to remember PEMDAS, which is please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. I'm actually going to write this down. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, which is parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. So I'm going to read this problem left to right. So, is there any parentheses? No. Exponents? No. Multiplication? Yes, there is. 16 plus 6. Now what is 16 plus 6? 22. Now what about this one? 8a plus 8. I know 8. I know what a equals 2 plus 8. 8 times 2, 16. And then 16 plus 8 equals 24. Now, if the problem had even been written 8 plus 8a, I would still do the multiplication first, because PEMDAS. So multiplication would come first, and I would just read it left to right. Alright, what about a problem like this? Where it's 3m plus 2q plus 2m plus 5. Alright, there's a lot of different integers and variables and alphabet soup happening here. So, just gonna stop, take a sec. I have an M here, so I'm gonna circle this M. Is there any other M's? Right here. What about a Q? There's a Q. I'm gonna underline my Q. Is this a Q? No. It's an integer. It's a whole number. So I'm just gonna put a nice little box around it. So, now I'm gonna combine the like terms. What is 3m plus 2m? My two circled items. 5m. Alright, 2q. Is there any other q's here? No, there's nothing else underlined. So it's going to be 2q. Any other whole numbers? No. So it's just going to be 5. You will get big equations like this. You'll get smaller ones, and sometimes you're going to be told that m equals 4 and q equals -1. Alright? So if I was given that stuff, do the same thing as before. Plug and chug, or substitution. I like plug and chug better. I think it sounds fun. So now, what's 5 times 4 plus 2 is -1 plus 5. And if you haven't learned your negative number stuff yet, that's okay. We're still reviewing this stuff though. So, PEMDAS. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, which I'm going to move over here now. Left to right, so parentheses. There is a parentheses here, but there's nothing happening within the parentheses. That's just indicating that it's a negative number. So we're cool there. Actually, I'm going to put my little multiplication sign there. Exponents, I don't see any exponents. What about multiplication? We have two multiplication problems, which is why we read it left to right like a book. So first, this one will happen. So it'll become 20 plus 2 times -1 plus 5. Alright, PEMDAS. Parentheses, no, this one doesn't count. Exponents, no. Multiplication, right here. So we have 20 minus 2, because 2, a positive and negative number multiplied by itself. A positive multiplied by a negative number becomes negative, then plus 5. What's 20 minus 2? 18. Plus 5, 18 plus 5, which will equal 23. Now, this is just a little gloss over what we've talked about, but these are some of the basics to combining like terms. I hope you find this video helpful today and that you enjoyed this. All right, bye.